I'm Molly.
And I'm Jamie, and this is our From the Pasture with Hired Hand podcast. As the owners of Hired Hand website software, we've been developing websites and creating internet marketing strategies for livestock breeders for the past 10 years.
The majority of our customers are involved in the breeding of registered animals, such as Texas Longhorns, Highland cattle, horses, and whitetail deer, where the pedigrees are very important. The From the Pasture with Hired Hand podcast examines many of the differences in raising pedigreed livestock for maximum profit. Join us and learn what we're covering today.
Today we're talking to a gentleman who has an animal rescue at his ranch. He sells and raises lemurs. He was in the Army for 5 years and was released on a medical discharge.
He also owns a custom home and ranch management company, and he smiles and laughs a lot. Should we have him join us?
I think we should. Well, welcome, Bubba and Ashton. It's good to have you.
It's good to be here. Had to get up early for this one.
We won't tell everybody that it's 11 a.m. We'll keep that to ourselves. Okay, so you want to talk about the date of the sale this year?
Date of the sale is 9th and 10th this weekend, this Friday. Kicks off about 5 o'clock, give or take. If it's raining or not, they're calling for a little bit of mist. But yeah, 5 o'clock kicks off. Usually lasts, we're gonna sell 40 cows Friday evening. And then we're gonna have fajitas this year. We're not doing the steaks. Fajitas, fish and shrimp for a meal and a band after the sale. And then open bar, dance, we have a band. And then Friday or Saturday morning, we're gonna kick off at 10 o'clock and sell the rest of the cows. Hopefully
Nice.
sell a bunch.
Nice. It's at the ranch again.
Yes, ma'am, at the ranch here at Blue Ridge, 1128 County Road 312.
Nice. And then people, I'm assuming, can load out Saturday after the sale, and then on Sunday.
After the sale, they can load out. And, you know, they're supposed to be bringing their cattle in on Friday, but it's open now for anybody if they need to bring them in because of other issues. They can bring them in now.
Okay.
And we'll take care of them until the sale.
All right. And then the sale hosts are you and
I
John?
guess me and John.
Right.
Me and John Marshall.
You have sponsors this year?
We're not doing those sponsors. Because of last year's COVID deal, it got so complicated with the sponsors and stuff. We wasn't sure when we started planning this thing, because hell, we had to plan this thing. Believe it or not, I started planning this thing in October, but it just don't act like it because I get sidetracked a lot, but I had to start really early. But in October, we didn't know if we was gonna be able to have it, if we was gonna have a live one. So we just decided not to do sponsors and just let people buy ads and stuff and just do it that way. So no sponsors this year. Next year, hopefully.
Perfect.
Unless something else happens.
No, don't say that.
I know, exactly. But no, we had a lot of participation this year. We got over 100 head of cattle. We was actually wanting to sell about 20 of our cows, but everybody kept calling and said, I got to get in. So we cut some of ours back just so they could get in for it. And it really, I mean, this sale for us is not about the money, because there's really not a lot of money you can make in this deal unless you just charge really high for this stuff. But it's more about just bringing good people together and getting cattle here and moving some cows, and just like a big reunion pretty much is what it's like for us. And as long as we don't lose money, it's okay. Not gonna be no fun if we lose money, but no, it's just that's what this sale's about. It's just good old times, and we just try to keep it simple. We've got cows from the low end that might sell for $500. We got cows that can sell for 30,000. So it's, you know, the spectrum of cattle we have, we don't really turn nobody away, and give some people, new buyers, a chance to buy some cheap cows, and some new buyers to sell some of their cows that they think are good. Because everybody thinks they got the best cow in the world, and sometimes it's just not like that. But anyway, all right. Is there another question? Sorry, I got to talking.
So how many years have you hosted the sale with John?
This will be number 8. This is number 8. And I would think it would get easier, but it just seems like every year there's always something new.
So besides the addition of Ashton this year, what role did you play in the earlier years, and kind of what have you learned? How have things changed?
Woo. It's still the same major problem as just being scared shitless. Trying to put it together every year. Really, it's the same old deal. It's basically you're getting a bunch of cows together and people together and selling them, but all the nuts and bolts that works together with that, it's like I said, you would think it'd get easier, but it doesn't. It's not no cookie cutter deal. Every year we have different problems. Every year we have new ideas. This year we're putting in minis. We got minis coming in. We've never done that before. I don't think anybody else has ever done that before. So, we're always trying to do something a little bit different, but then ultimately it's all pretty much the same. And Ashton really is been godsend because I have not been myself in a while because of everything going on with everything, business and all. And Ashton pulled me through it this time. She sure did. Hopefully she stays along to pull me through next year.
Please do, Ashton.
Yeah, exactly. She's even doing our shows now, so that's even better.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So what are
I have more time to screw around. So
what are the most lots you've ever had in one sale?
was the most?
Yeah.
Most lots? It would be this one. This is the biggest one we've had. This is the biggest sale. 101, I believe, is what it was. I think we may have 3 scratches, but this is definitely the biggest sale that we've had.
Nice. What about the highest selling cow? Do you remember?
Highest selling cow was 29,000. I believe that was one of ours about 4 years ago, 4 years ago. It was our calamity cow, I believe. I can't remember who bought her though. But yeah, that's probably one of our big highest selling cows we've had here.
All right,
You don't
Bubba.
remember the lowest one.
Nobody wants to remember those.
Nobody wants to remember the lowest selling one. No, that was ours too. No.
Okay, so keeping in mind that our podcast doesn't have a rating, but people of all ages and backgrounds listen to it, I want you to think back over all the years that you've hosted the sale and tell us one of the funniest moments you can remember. Now we can do a PG version and an R version if needed, but try to.
I can be pretty clean on this one. I think the funniest thing was when we first started putting the sales together. Everybody says you've got to have this roped off area. You can't have the calves around. You've got to, keep everything separated because people get hurt. I never believed in that. I mean, we have our sales wide open. Our cows are everywhere. They come through the tent. And probably the funniest one was we was having the sale and that buffalo we had walked through the sale ring. And people didn't know how to handle it, that it was a buffalo. I mean, I think they're so scared that they stood still when they should have been running probably. But I think that was funniest because everybody's looking at me like I could do something. And there was nothing, I mean, if you run after it, she's going to run and take chairs and people with her. So I think that was some of the neatest stuff. That's the funniest part is just people's eyes and then what they talked about later. Pictures of the buffalo and all the stuff I kept seeing, people sending me pictures of stuff. And I think that was funniest because it was just so natural that you can't redo that. That's something you can't fix. And then the other funny is just watching people fall. I mean, sometimes that's you want to say, "Are you all right?" But first thing you do is laugh. But those ropes on that tent, keep your eyes open. Those ropes on that tent really get them good, especially by the beer trough.
So what's the buffalo's name? I don't remember. I know Jamie and I got our picture with it one year. Maybe we can put that in the show notes, but I can't remember the name.
Susu.
That's right.
Susu was their name.
So she just strolled through the crowd, huh?
Yeah, just walked through everybody and like it was nothing to it. And then in the morning she would come up just to check everybody out. And a lot of people didn't get to see her, but during that one sale, she walked up in through there and it was pretty neat.
I remember that year. I had a little panic moment for a second there.
Yes.
She was scary.
She was scary. I mean, she come right up to you like a pet dog.
She's friendly, but
She's too friendly.
She's very calm. Just checking it out.
But she's not with us no more. She went to the big Buffalo sky or Buffalo, what is that? The Buffalo Waller in the sky. Yeah.
Love what you're hearing? Be sure to check out our Pickup Truck Confessions. It's a video series where we hop in the truck or rental car and interview a variety of breeders about what drives their passion for their livestock, how they got started in the breed of their choice, marketing tips, and more. And now back to the podcast.
Okay, so kind of along the same lines as funny, let's talk about a year something didn't go quite as planned, or one of your most memorable moments from years past.
Once again, every sale, something goes that's not planned. It's what you hide behind everybody else that they don't see it. I think it was, who was it? Dang it, I cannot think of his name. He told me, no matter what you do when you put on a sale or a show, as long as long as nobody complains or nobody sees what's happening, it's a successful show or sale. You don't. I mean, I'm sure y'all understand it because y'all have y'all's own business like this, but there are so many things that go wrong behind the scenes. So many things that happen. Most memorable, I guess, was part of that first sale. John always tells a story about how Joe Valentine talked to me into having a sale and how he came to me and talked to me at the office and told me what his plans was. And I just took off with it and ran with it and did it. That wasn't really true. When he told me we was going to do a sale, I was like, no way in hell, it can't happen. Then the next time he talked to me about it, I was like, John, we don't have it. I just don't see it. It's crazy. There's so many moving parts. And then he convinced me. That was one of them late nights. And so we decided to do it. Or he was going to do it no matter what, with or without me. And I guess the sweetest time was when that last cow sold on that first sale. And John came up to me and he hugged me. That was pretty special that we pulled off that first sale, and everybody thought it was outstanding, bragged on it. Everybody had fun with it. And I think, Molly, that was the only one you went to, wasn't it?
Oh, I knew there was a dig coming somewhere. That was way nice of a thing for you to say about John, and to follow it up with a funny comment. So
but that was probably most
it hurts.
So for those people that are coming to the sale and are looking for things to do around Llano, what suggestions do you have?
I don't know if we have the Bluebonnet Festival going on right now, but it's mainly the bluebonnets. I mean, take a ride up County Road 312 and just look at the flowers. I guess I'm getting older, so I get more sentimental, but yeah, the flowers are awesome. This year they've come out. We had the rain right at the right time. And just look at the square. It's still old timey square stuff here in Llano. So walk around there. I don't know if this Saturday they're going to have the trade days on the courthouse square. There may be something there. Yeah. I don't know, not this time.
I think it's the first, third, and
Oh.
fifth, or I don't know, first and third, something. I don't think it's this weekend.
But anyway, after the sale, just go drive some county roads. I mean, it's beautiful. The loop, what's the other loop? Willis City Loop is very beautiful right now. There's all kinds of flowers out there. You go across the cliffs and stuff like that.
I think there's an event in Llano though, like every weekend in April.
Oh, really?
Check the chamber.
Yeah, check with the chamber. Absolutely. So we don't ever get off the ranch. So hell.
We avoid town. It's too busy.
Yeah, it's too crazy. We got 3 stoplights now, man. Crazy traffic.
Well, is there anything else that you want to mention about the sale before we go?
I mean, everybody come out for the fun. I mean, like I say, it's more fun for us just to do it and just talk to people we haven't seen in a year, because we don't even travel that much anymore. We're just always stuck here. Just come out and enjoy yourselves.
Well, Bubba, thank you, Ashton, you too, for taking a little bit of time out of your day and joining us. We appreciate it.
Well, thank y'all.
Thank you both.
Yes, ma'am.